Have you ever wondered who is responsible when an employee makes a mistake on the job that causes harm to someone else? It can be a confusing situation, especially when you are trying to understand your rights. Yes, in many cases, a business can indeed be held legally liable for the negligent actions of its employees. This means if an employee causes harm to another person while performing their job duties, the employer can be held responsible for the damages. This principle is rooted in a legal concept called vicarious liability, often expressed through the Latin phrase respondeat superior, which means let the master answer. The core idea is that an employer benefits from the work of its employees, and therefore, it should also bear the responsibility for their actions, particularly if those actions are within the scope of their employment. It is not about the employer directly causing the harm, but rather their legal obligation for the conduct of those working under them. For vicarious liability to apply, the employee's negligent act must typically occur while they are acting within the scope of their employment. This means the action must be part of their job duties or something closely related to them, even if it is an accidental mistake. If an employee commits a negligent act completely outside of their work responsibilities, say on their lunch break and unrelated to their job, the business would generally not be held liable. There are specific factors that courts consider, such as whether the act was authorized by the employer, if it occurred during work hours, and if it was intended to serve the employer's interests. This does not mean the employee is off the hook. They can still be personally liable for their own negligence, but the business can also be held accountable. To determine if vicarious liability applies in a specific situation, you would need to assess the circumstances surrounding the incident, including the employee's role and the nature of their actions at the time. Documenting the incident thoroughly, including time, location, and the employee's specific actions, is very important. This helps establish the connection between the employee's negligence and their employment. Understanding vicarious liability empowers individuals to seek proper recourse when they are harmed due to employee negligence. It ensures that businesses are incentivized to properly train and supervise their staff, creating a safer environment for everyone. Knowing this principle can guide you in understanding who might be responsible for an injury you have suffered and help you protect your rights.